welcome back to the Football Now. We're back with another match vlog today. Stockport County take on Birmingham City at Edgeley Park on New Year's Day. Welcome in 2025. We brought some flooding weather with us as well, as many areas of Stockport have been flooded overnight. Some horrific weather in the build-up to this game. But at no point did I hear that there was going to be a pitch inspection. The game is going ahead as planned. So that's the most important thing, I suppose, that the game is going ahead. But as I say, strong weather concerns for a lot of people, and hopefully the Birmingham City fans have managed to make it down as well. So yeah, as I say, it's a huge game on New Year's Day. Two teams which are going to be at the top of League One, hopefully come the end of the season. Birmingham City, of course, in that top spot at the moment. They'll be looking to finish in that top spot as well. Stockport County currently still fifth in the table. The playoff positions is still, a position which County find themselves in. We would like to obviously be in there come the end of the season, but again, it's not the same expectation for us to get promoted as it is for Birmingham. But two teams which hopefully should make a good game of football. County probably come into this, in my opinion, even though the home side as underdogs, to be honest. But reading some of the comments from the Birmingham fans in the match preview we did, a lot of them don't seem quite as confident themselves either, with a couple of injury problems they were saying that they have in their squad. So it should be an interesting game, as I say. But I do think that Birmingham will probably win this one, unfortunately. But you never know. Hopefully we can get a result. It's Louis Barry's last game as well for Stockport County. So hopefully we can put on a bit of a surprise, and hopefully Louis Barry does get those minutes on the pitch, because there is some concern he may not feature due to picking up an hamstring injury against Rotherham. I think I speak for all County fans when I say we want to see him on that pitch today. And we want to see him sign off with a goal, and hopefully County sign off in winning fashion with Louis Barry as a player as well. So yeah, looking forward to it. Hopefully, as I say, Louis Barry does get in the team today and does have an impact. It looks like Tanto Alafi will be ruled out. I think he's part of the courtyard build-up, so I don't think he'll be starting or including whatsoever. We're going to go to the game now, so without further ado, let's get into the matchday vlog. Alright, Adam, New Year's 2025 now.
New Year, everyone.
Yeah, Stockport County take on Birmingham City. Team who's just dropped in. Yep. Big news, Louis Barry not even on the bench.
Yeah, he was limped off at Rotherham, which was the same thing.
Yeah.
So I might have said the final goodbye at the end. You're short.
What?
You're short where you showed him like saying goodbye. That might have been his goodbye then.
So I think that was his goodbye then. He's not going to be involved today, obviously. Huge shock, huge disappointment. Well, actually, is it a huge shock?
It's not a huge shock, it's just kind of annoying to see. We need him for games like this.
Yeah, it's a big challenge. It's made 10 times more difficult with the absence of Louis Barry. The rest of the team, though, it's an interesting one. We can't quite make out what the formation is.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Maybe like 4-2-3-1, maybe. It's a bit more narrow.
It's possibly a 5 again with Mingy at right side and centre back, or he might be joining that midfield. But as I say, he's a little bit of a hard one to work out. But Carl Wotton starts.
Yep. I'm convinced at this point we don't even play formation, we just put players on the field.
Yeah. So with that team, are you confident we can get a result against Birmingham, or?
I can hold out hope. I'll see.
Yeah. Where do you think the goals will come from in this side then against Birmingham today, if we are going to get any goals?
You know what, I reckon you watch now, if people select Watson, he'll bang a header in.
Well, he needs to pull something out of the hat, because his recent performances haven't been great, and
No.
Steve Evans reckons he should have been sent off in that first half against Rotherham, so he needs to pull some magic out of the hat, that's for sure. I'm going to go with a score prediction.
Oh God.
Put you on the spot.
I'll stay optimistic and say, kind of optimistic, I'll say 1-1.
1-1, okay, let's see.
If we don't drop points against them, it'll not be good.
Yeah.
But, like I said, especially with no Barry in the team, it's kind of hard to maybe see a win, especially when like players got a fire in pocket.
Yeah, locked in 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1.
Right, let's see what happens.
And for the first time this year, 2025, your very own, it's Stockport County.
It did look like a foul in the build-up, but it's one of them things. Slipped. Next time from Ben. Go on. Golden opportunity. Go shoot. Control it. Cross. Out wide, out wide.
Oh my God! Fuck's sake!
There we go then, what a day of New Year's Day football for Stockport County, managing to get a point, a 1-1 draw at Edgeley Park with Birmingham City in a game which I went into thinking that we didn't stand a chance. The injury problems, the fact we're up against a team which is, or we're top of the league, without doubt the best team in the whole league this season. I just didn't fancy our chances, but in the end I come away from it thinking actually, Stockport County probably could have won that game. So mixed emotions on that one, to be honest. I thought the first half, which was a really poor half from Stockport County's point of view. Birmingham City with an early goal. There was always going to be an early goal in this game. There has been early goals in the last couple of games for Stockport County, whether or not it's them with the early goal or the opposition, and that was just the case again once again today, following into 2025. So yeah, an early goal for Birmingham. It was a bit of a difficult one for us to concede, or a bit of a disappointing one rather for us to concede. Some people felt there was a foul in the build up to the goal. I'd have to have a proper view of it, to be honest, to comment a little bit more strong on that one. But look, they got the goal, and I just felt that from that point on, Birmingham didn't really seem to show their quality, if I'm being honest. I was a little bit taken aback for a team which is expected to be back in the Championship next season, expected to win this win this title. So I was a bit surprised to see that they didn't really step up. We saw what they were like just over a month ago now, or just under a month ago, the beginning of December at St Andrews. We saw how they were in cruise control in that game, and I just thought that we'd see something similar. But actually, maybe those Birmingham fans that commented on my preview weren't so certain going into this game. Maybe they were right, because once they did get that one goal, they didn't seem to really push on and kick on. And actually, whilst it was a poor first half for Stockport County, second half was a completely different story. The crowd started the second half excellently. I felt it was quite a poor atmosphere, actually, in all fairness, first half. So second half, the crowd was up for it, and therefore then the players started to get up for it. And straight from the get-go, County had Birmingham pushed into their own half, and it didn't really feel like Birmingham got out of their own half most of that second half. So that's a credit to Stockport County, the work they did, the press that they put Birmingham under. They just couldn't manage to play out of that press, and as I say, I felt that County really, really did dominate that second half. And like I say, we definitely deserved the point from it in the end. And I think we possibly could have deserved a little bit more as well. At times in that sort of second half, once we got the first, there was a feeling that we may well have got that second, but it just wasn't to be. My biggest concern I had going into the game was that County have had good sort of half an hour spells in games and not capitalised, and I thought that was going to happen, but luckily we did capitalise, and it was Southam-Hales of all players to sort of pop up with the goal unexpectedly. And as I say, it's just a shame we couldn't get that extra goal, which our performance probably did deserve in the end. So yeah, it's a sort of mixed feelings on it, because we've done well to get a point, but actually we come away from it now thinking we could have had more. And considering that we went into it thinking we didn't have a chance of getting any points, to get a point and then feel like we could have had more, I think that says a lot about our performance in that second half. So yeah, very, very happy with that second half performance. I think we can take a lot from that if we can try and recreate that going forward, because it was a really strong performance from County in that second half. We just need to set more often, and as I say, that's against the best team in the league. So if we can perform like that 9 times out of 10, we've got a good chance of pushing on in the second half of the season. Unfortunately, though, the one downside to it is it was a good, well-spirited performance from County in that second half. It is an extra point on the board, but it does actually see us drop out of the playoff positions with Reading and Barnsley now in those 5th and 6th places. County are on 38 points, just a point now of getting back in the playoff positions, with Mansfield coming up on Saturday. So hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Do get your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, of course, as always. Subscribe if you are new. And hopefully we'll see you guys in the next one with a match preview coming up with Mansfield on Saturday. Thanks for watching.